Welcome back, YouTube. It's Urban Smith, and today we are going to talk about the top 3 things you need for your Airbnb business. These are recommendations from me, your host, Urban Smith. So first thing first, you can tell we moved scenery. We officially moved, and we had to pack up all our stuff in 3 days or less. It was a nightmare. You never realize how much junk you have until you have to move. So enough of me. We're going to get to these top 3 things that you need for your Airbnb business. Cut to the intro. All right, now that the intro is done, so we are going to get started. So the first thing you're going to need is a lock, and it's not a normal lock. It's going to be a Wi-Fi lock. We went with Schlage, however you pronounce that, Encove lock. And the reason why we chose this is 2 reasons. One, it has a key for it. That way, just in case if your batteries die, you can always come to your house and unlock it with a key. I definitely like this because on many occasions of having my little Nest lock, you have to replace the batteries.
Well. How the turntables...
And I'm not going to ask my guests to constantly replace his batteries because that's not what they're there for. As a host, I want to give them the best experience possible, but ultimately I want them to have the code to type that code in, and that way they can have easy access to the house. So with that being said, I like to have a digit code for Digimon.
What the hell did you just say?
I like to have a digit code for my guests that is going to be the last 4 of their cell phone number. Makes it super easy for them to remember, or if they would like to have something different, of course, the Schlage generates different codes for them. So it just makes it easier to start automating your Airbnb business. The next thing is you can monitor who comes and goes. So you get a message saying that Sally has entered your Airbnb business with our code, or Cleaners has entered your Airbnb house using this code. So it makes it a little bit easier, a little bit more professional. That way you can see who comes and goes as a security feature in the lock as well. So that's the first thing you're going to need. The number 1 is a Wi-Fi lock. And Schlage, if you want to sponsor me, that would be awesome. I would love to promote your stuff. So everybody go hit that like button, go smash that comment button, and go smash the follow button. Let's go. So number 2, security cameras. I highly recommend having security cameras, and not necessarily inside, but I would have them out in the exterior, and the front door, and maybe above the garage, or if you're in a tiny home, something around the tiny home. And this is not more based on for you to see who's going to come in and out of your business and your house, more for the safety of your guests. And what I mean by that is having security cameras in your at your house is more of a comfort for your guests to make sure that they feel safe. So I highly recommend the Ring doorbell. It's nice. It has a full 180 degree angle, and it's fisheye lens, which makes it super easy to install, and super nice to have a eye level right at your front door. And of course, your Ring floodlight is amazing as well, to have spotlights and it's motion activated, and all of it's connected together within the one app. So Mr. Ring, whoever the CEO is Ring, hit me up. I would love the sponsor. All right, let's get back. So number 3, the last thing you're going to need is a smart TV. And most days, everything is smarter than the average Joe. So I don't think you can buy a smart TV, a non-smart TV nowadays. And if you can, comment down below. I want to see the model of a non-smart TV. I think everything nowadays is smart. Has your Netflix, your Hulu Plus, your Disney Plus. Everything is integrated in your TVs now. So I don't think there is a non-smart TV like back in the ancient days of your tube TVs. So go get a smart TV. And what I really recommend, especially if you go above and beyond, Roku's TVs are amazing. They have a guest mode. And what I mean by guest mode is they're able to set in their dates of when they rented out your place. Say from January 1st to January 4th. They can set those dates in. That way in your TV, they can log in with their Netflix or Disney Plus and eat some popcorn and have their Coca-Cola.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
And they don't have to worry about anything. After the 4th, it will wipe the whole logins for them. That way that login on the Netflix or the Disney Plus or the Hulu Plus and everything like that will be wiped. That way they don't have to worry about somebody accessing into their Netflix and their accounts, which is super awesome, and it goes above and beyond. So, and I'm gonna give you a bonus. Number 4. After your smart TVs, of course, you're going to need some kind of network. That is super important if you're going to go with any of these top 3 things that I'm going to list. Is you need some kind of network. So having a network is going to be super helpful as far as connectivity, connecting your smart TV, thermostat, your door locks and everything. You have to have a solid network for all these things to get connected. So if you're going to have a poor network, everything's going to start acting up. And when your guests come and hook on the Wi-Fi, and bring the Xbox, bring the PS5, bring your Switch, and have 4 or 5 different cell phones, all these things are going to boggle down your Wi-Fi network. So you want to have a top-notch Wi-Fi network. That way your guests will have an awesome experience. Even though I wouldn't recommend any of my guests to play on their phone, because you're going to be out on vacation. You know, you're going to be cruising, and not for a bruising. But you're going to be cruising and you want to just relax and enjoy the scenery like we are here. So I do recommend having some kind of Wi-Fi network for your house, but I don't suggest my guests to be reliable on it. So ultimately, you have to have Wi-Fi for any of those things to work anyways. So this wraps it up. So what I want you to do, first thing first, comment down which one do you recommend highly, which would be your top number 1. And if I forgot some things, drop a comment down below. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. It would definitely help me as a beginner of YouTube, help me build my, my YouTube channel. So this is Urban Smith. We are checking out. See y'all later.